Hey everyone, I'm Jim T. Graham with rcgroups.com. Today we're with Mike from Robart. What is happening, Mike?
Hey, Jim, how are you?
So last week, Robart released or put out a press release. And, as a guy, Mike, that watches the internet and watches everything all the time, there were a lot of people that they didn't understand exactly what it meant. They didn't understand the ramifications. They didn't understand the relationship with Zap. And so I thought it would be great for us to just sit here and go over everything and get super clear on the direction of Robart moving forward.
Yeah, well, and first off, thanks, Jim, for doing that. You, RC Groups, Flying Giants, Robart, Zap Adhesives, we have a great relationship, and that's why we're here. And we continue, you and I continue to do all these videos. We're doing everything we can to try to help the modeling community, and Robart is continuing on. So Robart is still out there, but we've just had to make a few changes, and these are economic changes. These are purely financial reasons, right? But we are going to continue to support the modeling community with some certain products. So the paint shaker is a big product that goes out there. Our super stands, the scale wheels, all the hinges, the horns, even some of the pneumatic accessories and things of that nature. All these plastic parts, things like that. We are going to continue with those. And the product set that we are going to continue with is kind of going to go like this a little bit as we get a tight grasp on things, right? Unfortunately, let's talk about what we're not going to do. Unfortunately, due to some economic concerns, financial concerns, we did have to discontinue the retracts and the struts. Those are basically the two main ones, right? And the reason for this was cost of materials, cost of labor, quality of materials. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick example. RoboStrut, right? RoboStrut right here. This little piece, our torque link right here. Okay, it just holds the lower strut to the upper strut. Since the fall, this little piece has had a 300% price increase.
Got it.
Okay. There's other price increases in these. If we were to right size all of our struts, we'd be looking at all of our struts would be well over $100. Some of them over $200 per strut.
Right.
And let's be honest, Jim, the modeling community is just not going to pay that. It's too expensive, right? Cost of labor has gone through the roof. With trying to find employees for our machine shop, we had to pay headhunters and so on and so forth. So it just became an economic loss, right?
Dollars and cents,
purely financial. That's all this is. So we did end up selling all of the machine shop equipment. This is probably the quietest video you and I have ever done. There's no background noise because there's no machines running. We did end up having to lay off several of our employees. We did have 2 employees put in their notice while I was down at the Perry show. And so when we laid off the machine shop, I actually lined up those employees with other jobs. Some of my old customers that from a previous employment, I knew they had machine shops in the area. So I actually handed them the application and said, here, they want to talk to you. We set up the interviews in-house for them. We let them come in here and talk to these employees. And so we didn't want to just go, here, goodbye,
right.
Too bad,
right.
So
you
sad.
took
Right?
care of your people. Right.
We did, right? One of our assemblers, she ended up retiring. Our welder, we have a big project that we're still going on. So we gave him like a 30+ day notice. Like, hey, once this big project is done, unfortunately, we just don't have anything for you. So it's not like we just drop kicked him to the curb even. Right. So we're trying to take care of our employees because they're the lifeblood of what we did here, right? Or what we still do.
And what you do here. Right.
You're right. It's
So
what we do.
you've dropped a product line and you're retaining other product lines. And I think the big news is over your shoulder there, the Zap banner.
Yep. So Zap Adhesives, we are going to continue and take Zap and continue in expanding the Zap adhesive line also. So we're working with several different new products possibly down the line that we're going to be bringing out to the modeling community that are coming from other industries. And so in fourth quarter, myself and my business partner, Dan, had purchased Frank Tiano Enterprises.
Okay. So you purchased Frank Tiano. Got it.
Correct. Okay. So Robart is the central distributor for the U.S. And if you go back to all the videos that you and I did, right, there's 3 distributors for Zap within the U.S. We got the West Coast, which is House of Balsa, the Central, which is Robart, and the East Coast, which is Frank Tiano, which is now FTE Holding Company. So kind of an homage to Frank. He was so useful to the community. He did everything he could for the modeling community. We didn't want to just get rid of the name either. So we actually named that company FTE Holding Company.
Got it. That's cool.
Okay. So, and we're keeping that franktiano.com open. They did sell 2 other products other than Zap. One was the Easy Balancer. That is continuing on. The other one is the dummy engine. We're still talking to the gentleman who was doing the molding of the dummy engine. So we don't have control over that yet, but we're working through that.
Got it.
So Zap is going to continue. We're going to do everything we can to expand it. We're going to actually open up some more resources to that. One of our inside sales reps that we had for Robart and Zap, it's going to give him some more time to push the Zap products out. So hopefully we can bolster that up some more also.
So it's a refocusing of what you do.
Correct.
Got it.
Yep. So
the big takeaway is Robart is still rolling and going. You've taken away your retracts and that line.
Yes.
You have other parts that are still out there. They're on the site. The site is hot. You can go and order things today and in the future. Mm-hmm. And Zap is a huge new player in the Robart world.
Yeah, we're in Zap was always in the Robart world. But we're just going to continue to bolster that up, continue to push it more and more and more, go into some of the shows. So you're going to see me at Toledo. You just saw me at Perry. I will not be going to Jonal. Okay. So Balsa USA is going to be repping the Zap Blue at Jonal. It's an 11 day. It's basically 11, 12 days for me to go to Jonal, right?
Right.
It's an extremely expensive show. And right now we're just watching our dollars and our pennies and making sure that everything is financially good, right?
And you guys were basically in the same place at Jonal. If they want to go find Zap Blue and things there, it's under that tent there in Vendor Row.
Correct. Yep. And some of the other products. So we are talking to some other players in the industry to rep some of our products at Jonal. So, as we get some of those deals done, hopefully we can, I'll send out some e-blasts and let them know that, hey, go see this tent for this, go see that tent for that, so on and so forth.
Got it. All right. Yeah. Well, I want everyone to know that you can keep an eye out on the RC News on our YouTube channel and also in our marketing email for RC groups and Flying Giants that go out every week. And you'll see all the products that are coming out from Robart and Zap and keep up to date that way. And Mike and I do regular videos. I'm sure this will continue so we can keep talking in the future and bringing tech tips and things like that to everyone out there in the RC world.
Yep, definitely. And Jim, thank you so much for everything that you do for the community. And like you said, you've been hearing all sorts of, no, they did this, they did this. What's going on? And let's get it clear. If you've got questions, you can call up the office. Okay, so that phone number is 630-584-7616. Okay, and choose option 2 for Robart sales. We're taking a lot of phone calls. Sometimes we just can't get to them all. Leave a voice message. We're doing everything we can to get back to people. Okay. The phones are on fire. We're doing what we can. Okay. So we're excited to work with you all. You could go to robart.com, place your orders there. All the big distributors, they've got the Robart products. They're going to continue on with those. Our website is showing live inventory now. So if it's showing sold out, I apologize, it's sold out. Okay. And what we're also going to be doing is, since we did keep on some of our assemblers, we still have a bunch of spare parts. So we're going to be putting these spare parts together, making finished goods and setting them up. And then you might all of a sudden see, hey, there's a retract that's available now. Well, go ahead and buy it. Oh, there's a strut that's available now. Go ahead and buy it. So you're going to see some inventory bouncing in and out for sale. So just watch the site. We'll do everything we can to keep that up and running for you. Well, not up and running, but to get the inventory right for you all.
Up and out. And keep an eye on the news section of RC Groups too. I'll stay in touch with Mike, and if there's things that you guys need to be aware of, I'm always posting it there. So Mike, once again, like you said, I was hearing people in threads and other places talking about speculating on things, and I was like, I have to do something. So here we are.
Yeah, right. And it's the rumor mills, and rumor mills happen in every industry, in every, so on and so forth. And there's some great companies around, some great machine shops around here. So down the line, who knows, you might see something pop back up, and we can continue to keep it up, pending, what we can get done with some of the other machine shops around here. There might be some things that come back around, and so on and so forth. So awesome. We'll definitely let you know, Jim. And we're looking at all the different avenues and whatnot. We're going to do everything we can to try to help out the community. But right now, we just had to make a financial decision.
Yep. All right, everyone. That is the facts from Mike Vassar at Robart. Mike, thanks so much for taking time and doing all you've done for the hobby and all the things you're going to do for the hobby.
You bet. I look forward to seeing you all at Toledo coming up here.
Bye. And thanks for everyone for listening. And be sure and hit all the buttons.